Future News Brothers and Sisters. Sulman Rahim here. Message of Covenant. Break of 7 seals. Future News Brothers and Sisters. As you can be sure of. Anyway, say less. This speaks for itself. We're accessible. They can communicate with us. We're available. They don't step forward because they're lying. Just so Dr. Wesley's website invited me. I guess they knew who I was, right? So I said the invitation. I let them know what's going on. I said, Dr. Wesley, excuse me, you're a doctor, right? And biology, right? And y'all claim that y'all accept Master Muhammad because even though his complexion is white, because his father's original. So he's original. That's the logic that you all go by, right? By the same logic, then wouldn't Farrakhan be a devil? Because he admits his father is a devil. His grandparents are white Portuguese Jews. So we don't apply the same logic there? And they blocked it. They said, we took down that message. Guess you did. Guess you did. So I replied back, I said, okay, fine. I said, but when you block the truth, all you do is confirm the truth. You confirm it. Okay. Anyway, I got a few things I'm going to talk about, sisters. And I think everything is okay. I have a lot of technical difficulties again, but I think I worked through them, so maybe we get through this, right? Let me check something here, right? Yeah, I think everything is on. Okay. Let me just quickly go. Since I'm going to talk about a few things, two main subjects, right? But I'm not meandering. I'm just going to talk about them, right? And as the thought comes to mind. But the days of the seventh voice of seventh angel, whenever he may be about to be trumpeting. Now, 2 of the angels already trumpet. The first and second was trumpet already. Excuse me. The fifth and sixth one's trumpet already. Got that wrong. Fifth and the trumpet already. And the sixth one is holding back the first 4. Right? And the seventh one's afterwards. So when it says, when the voice of seventh angel, whenever he may be about to be trumpeting, that means when the 4 winds blow, or just before. When the 4 winds blow, they're going to do it quickly. So it could be just before the 4 winds are about to blow, or while the 4 winds are blowing. Right? Because it says, when he may be about to be trumpeting. So in other words, because when he's about, that means all the trumpets are already going, or has gone before him, about to be. See, because that one can't trumpet the 7th one until the other one's already trumpeted. So it has to be while they're trumpeting, or when they finish trumpet, or when they're about to, in the case of the 4, when about, because they go quickly. Okay? So keep that in mind. As finished the mystery of the God, as he declared as good news to of himself slays the prophets. See, in other words, so there's a mystery of the God. It says we made clear at that point. So I thought it was made clear with Master Muhammad, was it? Master Muhammad said, right? Was it clear? What are you talking about here? See? Because, Farrakhan talking about some originator. Who's his originator? Mm-hmm. And then he also said, it's all confusing. But this says it won't be clear until that happens. And so we're going to see what we can do about that, right? You read the rest of your own leisure, brothers and sisters. Now, let's deal with the next. I'm not meandering, brothers and sisters. I'm going to get back to that. But I think that in doing it in this particular way, it kind of like brings things together or gets you thinking. He said unto his people, behold, the people of children of Israel are more mighty than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them. And he said, multiply and come to pass that when there falls out of war, they join unto our enemies and fight against us and go and get up out of the land. Music. They ain't going to stay here. They want someplace else. Well, they must have another place. They must be in a place that they land, because they want to leave this land and go someplace else. And it said they would agree because the ellipsis is just verses. And I'm not taking the verse out, skipping verse. I'm just saying, just the main point I'm trying to make. And you can go and look in the ellipsis, see what the other. You see, it's not affecting this at all, right? So it's not changing like Farrakhan. Well, he's a trumpet, but he told me be quiet. Well, the trumpet's supposed to know. Gabriel Short supposed to let everybody know what's going on. He said, no, God told me be quiet. What's the goddamn lie? See? Everything says loud there. And we're going to talk about some of those things today. Okay. They said, and they will breathe because of children of Israel. That's them right here. These devils, they hate the fact we're here because we mess up the whole thing. See? With that little black spot, right, on your white landscape. You know, they got this beautiful white dress on there. Man, they got a little black spot on it. Oh, man. Got to get that black spot off here, man. Because with that black spot, they want to just get off. Because now, see, the thing is, they present themselves one way, but their history with us shows them totally different. Just like false Israel over there in Gaza, they saying one thing, but their actions speak louder than the words. You don't have to go back to the words, and just look at their actions. Same thing with us. So they keep saying, oh, make America great, all these things, but they have that blind spot. Because like, we never was here, what they did never existed. 40 years, like, never happened. And if they get rid of us, then they can just say, oh, well, you know. But we're walking proof. We're daily reminder of who they are and what they are. See, and anybody that shouts it out, right? Say, see that spot over there? Oh, man, you must be blind, man. What's wrong with you? Ain't no spot there. That's the design. See? Anyway, it tells you right here, let's deal shrewdly with them, wisely with them. That means they got a plan to destroy you, but they ain't going to let you know it. That you're not going to be able to interpret it. But the point is, it's going to be all around you, but you're not going to be able to understand it because they got to do it, right? But the point is, they're going to do it so deal wisely, so you won't detect what it is. So it will come as a snare, and that's what's happening right now. And it's all around you, and I'm the only one connecting the dots. See, because I'm not going to play it here, but the Department of Defense just made a part of their policy, which is against the law of the Constitution, that they can take and attack American citizens, the military, on American soil. And that's against the Constitution. The military cannot attack American citizens, right? Because that's like a civil war or something. And they said, well, but see, they can't do that because it's against the law. So the only way they can do it is that they have to have lawmakers go along with it. But the lawmakers can't go along with it openly because people start asking the question, why are you making a law like that? That's going against the Constitution. Because you need constitutional reform, right? You need to revise the Constitution, which takes all the governors and state and all this stuff to ratify it, right? And it will be a big part. Everybody asks questions, why are you doing that? Who are you going to attack? I mean, if you're talking about the military, you're attacking a few people. Because if law enforcement, you're going to attack a whole group of people. You're going to attack an army on American soil. And not a foreign army, an army of civilians here. And that's just your citizens. You said an army attack an army. You said an army attack civilians. I mean, you said an army to go ahead and attack a little riot squad. I mean, you have a National Guard to some extent for that kind of stuff. But the point is, you don't send an army sit there and start quell a little riot or something. It's an army to attack an army. So who and they own citizens. So what citizens are they going to attack? An army. An army. You said an army attack them. That means they saying they can now attack an army, but this army is made up of American citizens on American soil. So who the hell could that possibly be, Farrakhan? Who could that be? Think about that one. Because the scripture says, we're about to rise up and become a great army. They know these scriptures. I told you, Herod knew these scriptures because he knew that Jesus was going to be born and telling the scripture. He knew he was being born. He said, okay, this child is going to be born. He's going to overthrow my kingdom. Just kill all the babies. They know the scripture. They know who we are. I can prove to you they know who we are. Because all the actions where you look at them, you see is directed against us. They're prepared to destroy us because we're the army. We're the aliens. They agree because of us. We're different people than them. Because whoever they're going to attack is going to be somebody different from them. They will attack their own people. We're somebody different from them. So what makes us different? What's going to be the foreigners here? Like the Indians? They're from India and China? No. They got the FBI and law enforcement for that. It's going to be an army. They're going to attack an army. Or potential army. Attack a people. That's American citizens. But they're going to attack them. Not law enforcement. And the thing is, like I said, they made a policy, but the point is, they can't make that policy because it's illegal against the Constitution. So they have to have lawmakers to say, okay, we're going on it. We can't vote on it because we don't want, and we don't want it on record because people ask questions. So don't worry about it. We got you covered. What happens? We got you covered because they can't even do that according to the Constitution because it gets illegal. The Senate, they cannot. American army cannot attack its own citizen on American soil. What they're doing, they're making them. And remember, I told you that's what it's saying. And I told you that's the whole. They tell you that's the scenario. And they'd be doing that. But those had to be shortened, and those soldiers be left alive because that's why Master Muhammad has to make his move. I've been telling you that for years. Just before, and you see right now, everything is in place, but you don't understand it. The transition team. Because most of the jobs that you got, they don't need you anymore. Computers board, Walmart, Burger King, Popeyes, all that garbage stuff that you're doing, and pit bulls, whatever, Firestone, all that stuff. They don't need you for that anymore. They're already talking about. So what we're going to do with them? If we all of a sudden just automate everything, and put computers, robots, they're going to have a job. And they see it coming, man. Remember George Floyd? They tear this country apart. So we can't let them see it happening. We're gonna have a transition team, right, to go between the human side to the robot side, and we can't let them do it because they'll see what's happening. So that's why people cross the border. Those people cross the border, they get them jobs, they get them money, they get them houses. Why are they doing that? That's a transition team. But you don't see any of this, and Farrakhan ain't telling you because he's part of the problem. He's with them. That's transition team. And why they're all in for Israel. Because the point is that they're the ones that keep your mind locked down so you can't see it. They're the ones that blind your mind because they go, let's talk about false Israel over there. That's about Israel. And they ain't real. But they forcing it. But they want to give it false Israel too, because they got a problem with that one. See? Because they want to get rid of them too, but they can't get rid of them until they get rid of us. And false Israel knows that. That's the problem right now. Right? So that means they got to push, because they got all this problem right there, and they want the water go down there, but they want a problem. The false Israel go down. But now they can't support false Israel as long as they haven't taken us. So once they get us out of the way, they pull off and let them get destroyed. If you understand Genesis, explain all of that. That's why they're up against the wall right now. See? So they got to move fast. So get rid of us. One, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What's the false Israel going, then all the problems are solved. They got rid of N's and the J's. NJ. Well, that's interesting. Get rid of N's and the J's. They want to get rid of both of us. False Israel knows, but they need false Israel right now because they was about to get rid of false Israel until Elijah Muhammad came and said, oh, no. Right? He ain't tell them not to get rid of them. He says, they're not the ones, we're the troops. And oh no, okay, can't get rid of them because we can't get these people to see who they are. So we're gonna set false Israel up. We're gonna love them now. So to keep them blind to, because if we get rid of false, see if they had got rid of, if they had let Mr. Hitler get rid of them, but they was all on board with it, think what would happen. You'd have woke up 50, 60 years ago. 70 years ago, 80 years ago, you'd have woke up World War II. Because how could they tell you that that's false Israel if they're dead? I didn't tell you that. That's why he had to go stop him. Ain't going to stop him. Because if they see that, Elijah Muhammad standing right here, they're going to wake up right now. Because they're going to realize that's got them. See, that's why he said, oh, no, that's a mistake. They're going to realize that's them. And that means they're going to rally around Elijah. Because it couldn't have been them, so it's got to be, it couldn't be those people over there. They got rid of them. We must be the one. Look at our history. And when had that happen? You rally around Elijah? You been an army who? That's what he did. You understand? Why he did it? So now they put him up there. And now they're a dilemma because they still want to get rid of him. But they need them to keep minds locked down in the sealed Bible. Keep eyes and ears closed to the message of the covenant. See? And so now things get real tense, right? And the pressure's building up on them, outside and inside. So they got to move quick. So right now, they made that little policy thing because they're ready to make their move. Now they're already set. They got people across the board. They got a transition team here. False Israel on the ropes. Everybody's ready to get rid of false Israel. That's what they want. They want false Israel destroyed, but they can't get them destroyed before they get us. So they got a timing problem. So they got to get us real quick and then back off and let them knock out false Israel. Because Israel cannot survive as America not supporting them. That's where they are right now, brothers and sisters. See, that's where they are. That's what's happening right now. And then make sure you don't understand. They got the demons and everything else. Make sure you don't see it. Go ahead, be quiet because it's so clear. If he opened his mouth, he got either bear witness this or be exposed as a liar because it's so clear. That's why I want to speak to it. Because if he say anything, because it's so clear. So if he speaks to it, he got to say what it is. He got to call it abomination, desolation. He can't do that. So you got to shut up. When he speak to it, I mean, people can see. So you can't call an elephant or a horse. Say, hey man, that's a horse. I mean, that's an elephant. So he speaks, got to call what it is. If it is, that's against him and against them. They told him to shit the hell up, don't say nothing. He can't, if he speak, he got to, because if he say anything else, everybody gonna see right away, he's lying. What's he gonna call it? Oh, he Nebuchadnezzar, and he and stuff and all that, because if you look at Nebuchadnezzar is a great man. His vision was taken, his mind was taken from him, but it was restored, and he became the ruler of the whole world, the earth. So how the hell he's a bad guy? If he ended up to be the ruler, the lasting kingdom. See, so he got tripped. He broke his butt, and well, his butt's already broke. But he tripped off on that a little bit. Said, hey, "Let me shut up." That's why he's doing it. Oh, Nebuchadnezzar. And so, he didn't comment. He didn't comment any further on it. Just put the name out there. See, trying to be careful because he's a coward to begin with. But that's why he said he can't say anything, because anything he says is so clear. He got to speak against himself. So just shut up. See, who shut him? I shut him up. I'm going to shut him down in a minute. Oh, we're talking about in a minute, bro. We're talking about over 6, 7, 8 months. But it's a real while. So God told him, it's going to be 6 years from now. He won't be around. Well, he might be around 6 years from now, but if he ain't going to like it. No, you better revise that. Maybe God was tricking you if he was talking to you. Maybe it really meant 6 months, maybe even 6 weeks. See, this is this is their mindset right now. They got to get rid of you. There's all kinds of ways to look at that. And here it is, right? Here's Pharaoh. And he said, when he's telling to kill. This is why we owe the sisters a great, I don't know how to say reward, respect, because they saved the nation. It tells you right there they did. I mean, how come it could be? It said they saved the nation. They went against Pharaoh and they saved our nation. They couldn't say 100%. They say 50%. That's good enough. It said our nation and their lives on the line because they were slaves too. It says it right there. I don't care how you read it. But now they reverse the script. Now they got you to destroy the nation because they try to put our sons in your hands, and you love them. I know you love them. See, but you can't raise a son, and because they know what's coming, and they know these clowns out there. I don't mean to speak bad of the brothers, but they've turned them into clowns. Look at them. They walk around, looking like clowns. They got braids, and some go worse with the braids. They try to put the braids in pigtails and little buns and stuff. Like, come on. Damn, how far you gonna go with it? So they turn them into clowns and everything else. They ain't ready for war. Slippers on? If you was ready for war, you should wear a slipper. And the cops, they love that part, slippers. Because they start chasing your ass, you ain't running too far. You don't see any stuff coming? But I was going to tell you that, sisters, we're not holding you responsible for any of this. We're not holding you responsible for any of this. We know, I'm telling you, we know what's causing it. We're going to deal with the cause, not the effect. We'll deal with the cause. What's causing this behavior? Because what you going to do, sister? You're going to put your man in jail and turn him into a punk or whatever done to him. And then he got a son. What you going to do? You got to deal with him. What you going to do? Throw him out? You have no choice. And you're going to do the best you can, but you cannot raise a man. They know that. No matter how hard you try, you cannot do it. What you going to do with it? What you got to do? Unless you're a transvestite, you was a man. What can you do? Where you going to get? You don't know how to be a man. You know how to be a woman. Unless you was raised by a man, maybe. So that's your fault. That's what they do. Then they get them tell, man, I know what's wrong with the black community, man. They didn't have a man in the house. Oh. Why is that? Move on, brothers and sisters. I had a really call short yesterday, maybe Wednesday if I can, right? But I'm not sure. Let's talk about Melchizedek. Now it says the mystery of God revealed. Now when you read the story of Melchizedek, king of Salem means king of peace, right? He's a king of peace, right? Priest of the Most High God. See, priest of the Most High. See, you got to be very careful with this. I explain to you. And the Bible and the Quran both does it. See, you talk about the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is above everybody. But it's the Spirit. Oh, I thought no, it's spirit. It's mathematics. Mathematics is the spirit. That's what spirit's what governs something. It governs the way it acts, character, the way like spirit you have is. If you got good spirit, you're gonna act in a good way. That's what Holy Spirit is what governs the action. How things react, conduct. So, and that's the Holy Spirit. But Holy Spirit is mathematics. The spirit of Hinduism is whatever that stuff they believe in over there. So they follow that. But the spirit of Islam is our spirit. See, Islam is not something that we created. We are Islam. We are mathematics. We are Islam. See? That's why it says, it told the Arabs, right? I'll give you Islam as a religion. He gave it to them. And give us a goddamn thing. It's us. I keep telling you, I'm not giving you anything. I'm bringing out what's in you. You are Islam, right? You are mathematics, period. The whole universe reflects what you've done. It's all mathematics. Everybody looks just nothing but mathematics, including them and you too. You understand? So the thing is that you got Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High. See, priest of the Most High means the Most High. When they talking about Most High right here, they ain't talking about like an angel, right? The Son, because he's the Most High. Because they use that, but they talking about the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is greater than the Son and the Father, right? It searches both of their hearts, because that's the mathematics of it. So he's the highest priest there is, and he's a priest because the mathematics determine, right? See, okay, and he was returning from slaughter kings. Slaughter king. That's what I'm gonna talk about one of these days, brothers and sisters, because that's about to happen again. Slaughter kings. So all these clowns out there, was it Silas and Ben X and all these. I'll leave it there, brothers and sisters. See, to whom also Abraham apportioned a tenth of all his spoil. That means Abraham bowed to this person, right? Bowed to this person, right? King. First of all, by translation, his name King of Righteousness, and then also King of Salem, which is King of Peace. Without father, without mother, without genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like Son of God, he remains a priest perpetually. He's a priest forever. So no, listen to this carefully. Without mother, no father, without genealogy, have neither beginning of days nor end of life. That means he don't have an end of life. It's on the end of his life. That's it. You got to pay attention to things real close, carefully. That means he's forever. He's always going to be a high priest forever. He's always been, always will be. So let's look at this. Now, observe how great this man, he's a man. Okay, he's a man. This man was to whom Abraham, the patriarch, gave tenth of his choice. I mean, we know Abraham to bow nobody but God. Okay? That's how great. And he said, man. And these indeed the sons of Levites who receive the priest's office from commitment to, that means they include the Levites in here also. Remember, we got Levites part. They come over to our side, right? And they're priests. Right? They should be priests now, but they kind of like, that's another question altogether, right? We see the priest's office have a commandment and law to collect the tenth from the peoples, that is from their countrymen, although they are seed of Abraham. So that's, see, remember, Elijah was a Levite, so he said, tell people, you got to get tithes, you got to help give me money and stuff, right? So he could build for you. See, he was Levite. But one of those whose genealogy is not traced from the collected tenth from Abraham, that's the one who had the promise. See, God lives there, right? He's the one that's told Abraham, Melchizedek. He's the one that's made the covenant with Abraham. Also speak to Abraham, even Levi, who received tithes, had paid. Remember, Elijah received tithes. Sons, messing with the covenant, did not ask for anything. But he was still in Elijah's forefather when Melchizedek met him. You see, so let's get a little deeper about between that stuff, Melchizedek and Levites. I'm not talking about that right now. So if it's actually to the Levitical priesthood, for on base of it the people received law, what further need was for another priest to arise according to the order of Melchizedek? Remember, there's another priest, but there's only one real priest. Remember, he says he's eternal. To the order of Melchizedek. There's going to be another one like Melchizedek. We just told you that couldn't be, right? So what's the double talk here? And not designated according to the order of Aaron. So no, he wasn't like Aaron. They put Aaron down, but you can't see it that clearly, right? And not be designated according to the order of Aaron. He ain't nothing like Aaron. See? For when the priesthood is changed, but it says he would never be changed. The priesthood would never be changed forever. So the priesthood is changed, and necessarily that takes place, they change a law also. He just told you he's a priest forever. And that law wouldn't, right? And we're going to go to that in a minute. For the one about whom these things are said belongs to another tribe, from which no one has officiated at the altar. For it is evident that our Lord was descended from Judah. So that's where Judah tried to get their name from, Judah, top tribe. And remember, the lamb is from the tribe of Judah. That's what he's getting at here. He come out the lamb here. So, but something don't make no sense here because it's like, wait a minute, let me back one. And it's clear still another priest arrived, but I thought you said he was going to be the priest forever. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So how's that possible? To the likes of man, he's going to be like Melchizedek, who has become a priest not on the basis of law of physical crime, but according to the power of the indestructible life, for is attested of him. And that's the little subtle thing about, I was telling you about how the law changes because you get new seasons. Okay, that's not much. Right? So that's so because everybody think that law is forever. No, the law keeps changing. And it says, but according to a priest not on the basis of law, a physical requirement, but according to the power of instructional life. Right? Because he keeps up with the changes. Okay, let's move on. According to the order of Melchizedek is for, on the one hand, there's the nullification of former commands because of his weakness, youthfulness, for the law have made nothing perfect. right? No, because that was the old law. See, they ain't saying it clearly. They're talking about how the law keeps changing. You have to keep, you got to be updated with the new changes. On the other hand, there is an instruction, a better hope, through which we come near to God, and to the extent that it's not without an oath. For they indeed became priests without an oath, but he would as well through the one who said to him, the Lord has sworn and will not change mine, you are a priest forever. By the same extent, Jesus also became guarantee of a better covenant. So he's talking about Jesus, and you're a priest forever. No. That makes sense. You're a priest forever, but Melchizedek's a priest forever, but there's only one priest. And you got to understand, because that's what it talks about. The Son of Man is Melchizedek. He said he died and he raised to life. So he became more powerful, right? Because you got Melchizedek was his name during the contraction. During the expansion. But it's a whole new reality in the contraction. Because when the universe was expanding, that was one reality. That's Melchizedek. See? And remember I told you, Elijah Muhammad said that seed, the original seed, the originator, that seed's passed on from generation to generation through his line, right? It's preserved forever, right? So the thing is that the death came with a hard cost. Then the revival, we know. You see? And so he dies as Melchizedek. He dies. Remember, Melchizedek had no beginning of days in his life. So how can that? That's what he's telling you. He didn't really, the death of the priesthood, so to speak, but not the death of him, because the seed still stayed alive, right? But then it's revived as Jesus. That's the name, the new name. Because now he has no beginning of days in his life either, because he's a priest forever. But he's not Melchizedek. But he's like Melchizedek. I don't know if you catch this or not, though. See. You are priests forever. The former priests on one hand existed in greater numbers because they were prevented by death from continuing. See? Jesus, on the other hand, because he continues forever, holds his priesthood permanently. But see, he's always a priest. So that means him and Melchizedek are the same person. They're always a priest forever. It's just that there was a change, right, from universe. They trying to tell you, see, the scriptures don't tell you about the universe contracting, expanding. They don't tell you about those two realities. They give you a little hint in the Bible about the universe was groaning until, right, but yeah, you can get to it from there, right? But that's what it's talking about. That's why Jesus died and then he's resurrected. Because remember, Jesus forever. Remember, Jesus is supposed to be the Son of God. He's forever. He's always been with God. Right? See? So he was called Melchizedek back there. Okay, let's finish. Therefore, he's also saved forever for those who come to God through him. See, he's also saved forever those who come to God through him. So you got some people think, oh man, I got the angel now. I got the 5 pills now. Right? Okay, that's good. That's good. And when they blow this place up, where's your ticket out of here? Because if you ain't got the Lamb's Book of Life, you ain't got no ticket out of here. Right? And when they drop that bomb on your ass, that fire on your ass, just see that 5 pills save your ass. See, it's stupid shit. But let them go with it. See, so it tells you clearly, your name's been named, you have to get a ticket from the Lamb, his Book of Life. So you have to come through him. He set up a perfect kingdom. They don't have no riff-raff, no bullshitters, and no men's. They ain't gonna make it. We don't have that. See, he's also able to save forever those who come to God through him. Through him. The other way, says he always lives to make intercession for them. So in other words, he speaks up for them. He ain't like Farrakhan accusing them. He said, no, man. He's helping them. So he's giving good advice. And you made a mistake, but let me do it, whatever. Right? It ain't your fault. Let me show you how to correct it. No, you're sinful. See, make intercession for him. Look up intercession. See, I'm speaking for my people, not against them. Farrakhan, yes, I'm sinful. See, for it was fitting for us to have such a high priest, holy, innocent, undefiled, separated from sinners, exalted above the heavens. That gets into the key again, right? He's on top, right? But who has no daily need like those high priests, to offer up sacrifices, first for his own sins and then for the sins. In other words, he ain't telling you to atone. He's not telling you to atone. So we're telling you, right? Because he did this once for all time when he offered up himself. See? Nobody forced to do it. He ran across the angel. He said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. He offered up himself. Nobody told him, nobody taught him. He looked at it and said, okay. And he made a sacrifice. For the Lord appoints men as high priests who are weak. For the Lord appoints high, but the word of the oath which came after the Lord appoints his son who has been made perfect forever. See? And see, those of the Bible, those of the angel, those of our nation has no fear of the God. Don't need that. You see, who needs to fear the God? The devils. Your hands don't need to fear you. Your feet don't need to fear you. You love them, and you're going to take care of them. And whatever you do is for their benefit, and they're going to enjoy it. They're going to benefit from it, right? And you ain't going to try to make your foot act like a hand because you say, man, I don't know how to do that. You're going to celebrate your foot acting like a foot. You're going to help them act like a foot. You're going to help your heart act like a heart. So you're going to get peace and happiness and love, but not there. Oh man, you want to be an engineer, but you got to go work at Burger King, man, to get you a job so you can pay for your education. It ain't gonna be that way. Anyway, okay, now let's move on. Who's ancient day? That's Melchizedek again. Or the resurrected Melchizedek, which is Joshua. See, Jesus, I should have said to begin with, Jesus, I don't like to use that name Jesus. That's the Greek version of the name. And they use that to play games with you. Look up Jesus. That's the Greek. Jesus is Greek. The name is actually Joshua. If you speak Greek, you say Jonah. You speak Greek, you say Jesus. I don't like to use it because this is a fake name. The real name is Jonah. If you get Jonah, and the stuff starts falling into place. Because, hey, you got Moses, which is Elijah. Then you got Aaron, which was a nightmare. And then you got Jonah, who takes everybody home. And he stands up and he protects the people. Right? And the God protects him. He don't get cancer and somebody blows his ass up. See? So let's stop using that name, Jesus, anyway. Well, you got to use it because that's what the name for people familiar with. But we should let them know that's the real Jesus, just the Greek form name of Jonah. When you say Jonah, things start falling into place, don't it? Behold, as Jones were cast down, angel days just said, his garment was white and snow and hair of heaven was like, well, that means he's a black man. But right? But why they got a white picture, right? His throne was like a fiery flame. That's not the real fall. That's talking about in Daniel. Remember, they was in a fiery furnace. That's what's talking about. We're in the furnace. That's what happened while we're still here in this furnace. That's what's telling you. When this happens, we're still here in America in this furnace here. And his wheels was burning fire. A fiery extreme issue. Remember that fire came out of the furnace and burned up everybody? A fiery extreme issue and came forth before him. Thousands ministered unto him. 1,000. Now, if you go by that number literally, 1,000 is that's a million. 1,000 is a million, right? Ministered to him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. So 10,000 times 10,000, 10,000 times 1,000, 10,000. See, let me look at that. 10,000 times 1,000 is 10 million. So 10,000 times 10,000, 10 million, be like 100 million. See, and that's interesting because there's about 300 million people in America. So what are they talking about? See, and that's not my point here, right? 10,000 times 10,000 stood for him. See, so that's how many people was here. They stood for him, right? So at that time when this happened, that means, that 2/3 of the country is all gone already or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to that right here. But it said 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. I think I right there. That's be 300 million. 10,000. That's 10,000 times 1,000. It's 10 million times 10, 100 million, right? So, and it's about 300 million people in America. So you work that one out. Right? And judgment was set, and the books were open. Behold, then, because the voice of great words, a horn spoke, I said that horn is best for the Farrakhan. I will even till the beast was slain, his body destroyed, and get it burned fire. It means this is wild. See, He said, I beheld even until. So as we hear while the beast is about to be destroyed, right? And that's what Ancient of Days steps up, and that's Joshua, messenger of the covenant. Right? And according to the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives belong for season and time. That's Armageddon. Well, America and Britain, well, they'll be destroyed. That's a little more, right? But and the rest of the European countries, right? They'll be, once they take them out, they'll still be around for a little while, but they'll be in a weaker state, right? And then they'll be taken out. They're taken out by the bear. I saw a night vision. One like the Son of Man, and now he's like the Son of Man. He ain't. He like. Right, that's Master Muhammad. Came with the clouds of heaven, came 8 of days, and they brought him near to him, and there was given him dominion, glory, and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages shall serve. We know Master Muhammad, all are going to serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not be passed away, a kingdom that shall not be destroyed. See? So anything gives it to him because he's a high priest. You understand what the high priest is? That's the part of the mystery, I guess, right? See? But see, like I said, you have seasons. And right now, the last 6,000 year season, the God was Yaqub. He was a God. And you told him, listen to him, submit to him. He said, what the hell? Basically, because the Adam was under him, he submitted his creation. He was given dominion 6,000 years, to rule 6,000 years. Right? So now, the God for this next season is Master Muhammad. He's a righteous God. And we submit to him. Because if you submit to him, you won't be in the Lamb's Book of Life. So some people don't want to submit to him. They don't want to submit to Adam. I mean, well, that's a jinn. So you have another class of jinn. Now, I didn't really talk about that one too much, brothers and sisters. That ain't going to want to submit to Master. I'm like, oh man, no. That's not a story together, brothers and sisters. That's why I say a rule of nature is right. Why do you right on? Because there's some people going to be resistant. Right? Okay, let's talk about this one. Keep not thy silence, O God, but hold not thy peace and be not still. Oh, but God said, don't say to be still. He said, no, don't be silent. God said, don't be silent. I told God not to be silent. He said, God, right? Jesus, but he said, no. He said, you got to be silent. He's going against this. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They hate thee, have lifted their head, right? And they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That's us. And the name of Israel, we Israel, may be no more remembered. Because remember, who is Jacob? Jacob, it tells you right there who Israel is. It says Jacob wrestled with the angel and it says, now your name is Israel. And we're Jacob. It says, be time of Jacob's trouble, he delivered out of it. That means if the time of Jacob's trouble, he's in trouble too. It says, Master Mama says, at that time is the time of great trouble. It says, never unprecedented trouble. And that's when he lived. But he said, remember, we need to take people out. They're in trouble. He said, it's about to be time of unprecedented trouble. He said, no, it's time of unprecedented trouble. That's what, and we're living out of it. So we're going to go through some of that trouble. We're going to go through the worst of it because unprecedented is going to come. We're going to feel the worst of it. Even Lamb, because he said he delivers them. They're in the trouble. He said, there'll be a time of unprecedented trouble. And that's when he will deliver you. You're in that trouble. It's not me. He takes you before the trouble comes. You're in the trouble and he pulls you out of it. But so in the name of the Lord, remember, for they have consulted against one consent. They conspired against thee. And so all these nations, and Israelites is one of them. Oh, you want to be with the Sunnis. They're one of them. It says right there. They have to destroy you. They cut you off. I say a lot of things. I mentioned lady. That's one reason we went white. Because that was another thing to prove that we could not be. Because that was in cahoots with false Israel. Because they say, okay, make them look at fools and everything else, right? But if y'all turn white and y'all in Islam, y'all got the whole side, y'all white. Then look at it. That must be the white folks must be the. Because even in Islam is the white. That means something wrong with them. They couldn't be. I'm gonna get to that one day, a little more deep into that one day, brothers and sisters. There's so much to talk about. God, Ammon, this Jordan, Amalek, and Philistine, that's Palestine, somebody crying over, with the habits of Tyre, Asher also joined with them. They have hope the children of Lot, Selah, doing them in the midst as okay. Whose let's take outside the house of God in possession? That's Ishmael. They got the holy sites, Mecca and everything else. Who got the sites? It's false Israel got the Jerusalem and they got Mecca. That's what it's saying right there. And who said, let us take ourselves the house of God in possession? They're gonna take possession of it. Oh my God, make them like they will as a step of the ones that's doing that. That's talking about Ishmael and fake Isaac. See, they fake Israel and also fake Isaac, because they're pretending Isaac. And who's complicit with that? Ain't the Arabs saying that fellows Israel are their brothers Isaac? You ain't getting any of this? You ain't getting any of this? So they turn white, so that proves, see, they're both white. And that's their brothers. Because if it was black, they would have to be hard for them to say that's their brothers. Right? Remember, the Arabs were white. Hard to say that is their brother. Because they're going to say, fellas, this is Isaac, then how come Isaac is white and you black? So they get white. Right? So they say, see, we're brothers. And those people over there talking about, how can they be? They black, man. They see, Isaac and Ishmael's white. I mean, if Ishmael's white, Isaac must be white. That must be really bad, man. Yeah, you get the point. And make them like wood, stubble, and the fire burns the wood, flame, and so it persecute them with our tempers and make them afraid with our storm. We're going to kick their ass. Fill their face with shame. They're going to be ashamed. Right? They're so proud now. They're going to walk around ashamed in a minute. So you can see they're talking specifically about Ishmael. Because once we get home and set everything right, they want to get back black again. And then we're going to let them. You want it right, you're going to stay white forever. Because that white was going to be the skin tone by slaves, the devils. Man, I told you they're going to be made slavery. And that's going to be a shameful complexion. See? I said, oh, master, no, that's a whole different story together. I'm going to drag me into that one because you say, well, no. Right? See? We understand he's the God. We understand the Shia. We understand that. See? Okay? I shouldn't have got there. Well, I'm going to leave it. So if you want to have a problem, go ahead. I'll talk about it. No, I want to get to this. So her skin, because that's going to be get to like right now in the sealed Bible, right? The skin tone black is the evil one. See, that's just, you understand? Even the things they're saying here, but when you get home, the skin tone will be white, right? Will be, okay? That's the shameful. But let me ask us a little something about that, brothers and sisters. But I told you the Shia and the Shia, right? There's going to be one nation. Say, be one nation again, and they're going to move back in. And eventually, they're all going to be black again. Elijah Muhammad said, we're all going to be black again. But they won't be allowed to happen. So put that away. Right? They're going to stay that, because eventually, that's going to be the skin tone of the slaves. And they're going to have that. That's why you see them outside of the ark. So you want to go that way? You betrayed us, so first into the Holocaust, we was going to go in anyway, and then you sit around and you took our land, and then you look at us, call a shirt and all stuff you did, right? So now you're going to pay the price of shame, and everlasting shame. Remember everlasting shame of the Paul meant? Everlasting shame for what you did. Everybody sitting there, everybody gonna know you did this. See? Okay. See? So, fill their face with shame. They may seek their name. See, they be trying to seek our name, trying to get the black again. Please let me know. No, hell no. You want to stay there. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish forever, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the most high over all the earth. What's coming down here, and anybody be backing off, because they come in wrath, and this wrath will last forever. Then okay, so now Melchizedek again. I don't know if I'm right. Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread, wine, and he both high, take bread, strap. Okay, you can read your leisure, brothers. This is a little more stuff about Melchizedek. Okay, now, Son of Man. Now I told you, Son of Man comes Solomon. Just play on words. Because it doesn't it tell you that the Son of Man, he's from the line of David. David's father. Ain't Solomon David's father? I mean, ain't David Solomon's father? And it says Solomon's father. The Son of Man's father is David. He comes from the line of David. I mean, can you add this up? It says he comes from the line of David. That means David is Son of Man's father. Spiritual father. I mean, it's not literal, right? And Solomon is also, and Solomon can't put it together. So Solomon and Son of Man are the same person. It's just play with Solomon. Both of them have the same father, David. Come on. They got twins there? So I tell you, this stuff is so simple. I'm referring to keep his mouth shut because this stuff has come clear and clear every day. The light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Explain everything. Because everything was in darkness before you could see nothing. And now you look and every day you see clear and clear. Man, you see more and more details. Oh, wow. That you before you was a total darkness. Now you're starting to see outlines and colors and designs. And other people don't see it. You better be grateful you got that much. You should eat as barley cake having bait in the sight of human dung. Human dung. See, so our people be forced to eat human dung. This was one of the signs. I told you, shitless. You think I was bad? They made us evil. Human shit. That's what it says right there. Bait in sight of over human dung. And these people, you call them bro. They need to put you back there and give you a shit sandwich and see if you come back to my bro. Then the Lord said, in this way, the sons of Israel eat their bread unclean among the nations. That's how we would eat among the nations, right? Human shit, right? Where I will scare them. But I said, oh Lord God, this who am I talking? Remember he's talking to the spirit of mathematics, right? But I've never been defiled from my youth until now. I've never eaten what died of itself, nor torn my animals. I'm a Muslim. We never did. We never did. As Muslims, we never did that kind of stuff. No, as any unclean, before energy deprivation, right? Because no, he didn't want to go in. None of us wanted to go into, but that's that. I mean, we don't want to go into energy deprivation. We didn't want to go to Holocaust, but we submitted because we knew that was the light of the day, a light of the season, right? Anyway, you should understand by now. For my youth, and never eat tore my animals nor any unclean. Then he said to me, "See, I will give you cow's dung." So he says, "Okay, I'm not going to make you eat in place of human dung. I'm going to save you from eating human dung, but you eat cow dung. You eat cow shit." So what does that mean? That means, see, he said, I won't bring you that low. You're not in energy deprivation. When you're in Holocaust, you're not gonna get that low. You're gonna get really low. But for you, Son of Man, I'm gonna protect you. But you still gonna eat cow dog. You eat cow shit. See, and that's where you get chips from. Yeah, if you go out on the farms and you see where cows are, they got these little things. Get chips. Where cows do their thing, right? It looks like a record, right? And that's what you tell us. Hey, I'm hungry. Go and get that. And that's what you'd eat. You'd be so hungry, anything. They tell you it feels, oh, hey, bro, how you doing? Okay, we'll see about it in a minute, right? And in place of human dung says, you may prepare your bread over it. So he was spared from eating human shit, but he did eat. The Son of Man would eat cow shit. which include chitlins and everything else. Mary said to me, Son of man, behold, I'm going to break the staff bread of Jerusalem. That means what's going on right now. He's going to break the staff. See, they're going to be starving in a minute. They're already surrounded. They'll be starving in a minute. He's just going to break, right? Because they closing out the shipments in there. The Houthis are keeping people from bringing food and stuff in there. He says that's what's about to happen. They're going to siege, right? And they'll be cut off. He said no one escape. So, and it says, and they will eat bread by weight with anxiety and drink water by measure and horror. They'll be starving, right? See, and another place not here, but it says they're going to start eating each other, right? Because bread and water will be scarce, and they will tremble with one another and waste away in their guilt. They're guilty, and they'll be wasting away in starvation, right? But it's going to go beyond that. But that's what's about to happen. See, and tell you in Jerusalem, who controls Jerusalem? So you think that's talking about Gaza? No. But see, they think that. See, that's what they think. See, they think they're filling that verse against the Palestinians. And they were going over the road. Someone said to him, "I will follow you wherever you." Now wait a minute. Now see, the thing you're talking about, Son of Man, show you right now. They trying to tell you that's Master Muhammad. And Master Muhammad suffered those things. He was anything like that. Let's look at this. See, that shows they said they put anything out of the ass and call it honey. And you got Western all the man. Yeah, he said honey. It must be honey. It came out of holy fire ground. So it's got to be honey because he's holy. He's a holy man. It don't come out of his ass no more because he's going in the bag. But it must be holy. It's got to be. If it's coming out of his ass, it's got to be holy. It's got to be honey. People say that's why that boy looks so confused all the time. Because he said, I guess somewhere in his mind told me, that's kind of strange, because you ever notice how confused he always looks? Wesley Muhammad? Dr. Wesley? And they were going over the road. Someone said to him, I will follow you wherever you go. And Jesus said to him, Joshua said unto him, the fox have holes and birds of the sky have nests, but Son of Man has nowhere to live. It may be homeless. Was Master ever homeless? Was he ever homeless? Even when I was homeless, he was homeless, never homeless for that matter. Was he ever homeless? No. These things don't apply to him. He said this person will be homeless. See? Son of Man will be homeless. See? And Son of Man was homeless for 6 months after he came to Elijah. He said, another follow me. He said, but Lord, permit me first to go and bury my father. But he said to him, allow the dead to bury their own dead, but for you go and proclaim everywhere the King of God. Don't worry about the dead. They're buried by themselves. You go everywhere and proclaim the King of God, the message, angel message. For another said to him, I will follow you, Lord, but first for me to go and say goodbye to those at my home. But Joshua said to him, no one after putting his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. So once you heard the angel, and you ain't 100%, then you ain't fit. That's what he said. Once you heard it, and you ain't 100%, 100%. Every time you forget about saying goodbye, forget about burying your father, if you ain't 100%, I never preached that because I know that I know what that's all about. I know I did it, can do it. I know you're too weak to do it, but that's what it's saying there. I have to tell you. That's what it says right here. Read it. He said, if you can't got to set your mother, your father, that's all. But that's what you have to do. Like I tell her sister, if you want to go, you go home. Yeah, you got to go, right? But when you get there, you still got to qualify. It may be even harder to do it, right? Because you got some fire on your behind, that makes you do things that you wouldn't know. It makes you, inspires you. But if you do it and you're under fire, you may not make it because you ain't got the incentive. But if they want to go home, they're going home. I ain't begging off on that one. And while he was praying alone, disciples were with him. He questioned them and said, who do the people say I am? They answered, said, John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, others, but that the one of the prophets, but others that the one of the prophets of old has risen. He said to them, but who do you say that I am? Peter asked him, the Christ of God. But I warned them and instructed them not to tell them this to anyone. Oh, well, he's humble. He ain't promoting himself. Or the honorable Farrakhan. Or he's the Christ. Because the Son of Man is humble. He ain't trying to rule nobody. He's trying to bring the body together. so the body can work together in harsh and be in peace and happiness. He ain't gonna be no dictator. Or man, you gotta do this and you gotta see. He said, don't be telling anybody. Don't be blowing me up. I'm here to get this name. I ain't asked to do it anyway. I don't really want to do it, right? But the sisters, like I said, my primary sisters, these sisters, right? Most of them hate me anyway. And that's true. You'd be surprised with the looks I get from these sisters, boy, right? See, but I love them, and I'm going to get them home. I'm going to protect them and put them back where it's supposed to be, right? See, and they're going to stay there. Not because I put them, not because I made them stay, because they able to do it. We lift them up. We don't have to hold them up. Once you lift them up, they can handle themselves. You don't know these sisters as well as I do. See, and when and new wells come in, you know, this might be a little complicated if you understand, brothers and sisters. I hinted this whatever, right? But see, we try to make them our service, but we're their servants. We protect them. We provide. We did this universe for them, right? We build houses for them. See, the house that's their house. We protect it. We live there. They take our seed and they produce our seed, right? But in reality, we're their servants. See? I can go a little more deep in that, but I don't want to. We're their servants. But see, you have a problem with that too, right? Because you understand, we're one person, like you just said. They come together, one flesh. We're one person. We look like we're an individual. We're one person. They're the other side of you. We're one person. So what's the problem that you say that's yours? If it's yours, it's mine too, ain't it? Because we're one person. But I'm a defender. I'm a builder. But you're gonna control it. It's yours. It's your kingdom. We said it's kingdom for you. And you beautify it. It wasn't for you. What did James Brown say? I ain't with him, but I kind of like, if you understand, it's a man's world. Well, not really, but it wouldn't be nobody, a woman or a girl. I mean, he was kind of getting close to the, so I'll give him that. Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by elders, chief priests, and scribes, and be killed and raised on the third day. Now, the man's Muhammad suffering that kind of stuff. You rise, Muhammad. See? You always read this stuff. That means they know they lied. They're twisting, but they're going to pay for it. Oh, boy, will they pay. Again, he can teach them, son of man must suffer many stuff. What the man must suffer? And be judged by elders and chief priests. He wasn't rejected by anybody. He had all kinds of followers. And be killed. Was he killed? And 3 days rise from the dead. That's Melchizedek. Dying as Melchizedek and be resurrected as Joshua. And Jesus about to go to Jerusalem. He took 12 tribes that were decided by himself and rose, said to them, "Ho, you're going to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests, scribes, and they will condemn him to death, and they will hand him over to the Gentiles, mock, flog, and crucify, and on the third day he'll be raised up." And this already happened, but those are familiar with Demon Island, I'll leave it there. But when the evening came, Joshua was reclining on a table with the 12, and they were eating. He said, "Truly I say to you, that one of you betray me." So you can be betrayed. Being deeply grieved, they began to say to him, each one, "Surely," and our Lord, he said, he dipped his hand with me in the bowl as one who betrayed me. Son of Man is going away just as it's written about him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man betrayed. It would have been good for them, that man, that he had not been born. And Judas, who was betraying him, said, "Surely it is not I, Rabbi." And Joshua said to him, "You have said it yourself." I'm not going to get into that one, brothers and sisters. Right? And then here we go. At that time shall Michael stand up. The great prince will stand for the children of our people, and they shall be a time of trouble, since never was since there was a nation, even that time and at that, right? That means that's the troubles going on when he stands up, right? So we'll be in it. And it'll be in that time, and that people shall be delivered. Then delivered. Everyone should be found and written in the book. See? But you'll be in the time of trouble, in it. And many of them that sleep in the dust of earth shall awake. Some have everlasting life. That's the ones going to tribulation. The Levites, right? And some to shame, everlasting contempt. Oh boy, we got something for them. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. They turn of many righteous as a star forever and ever. Okay, but down and shut thy words and steal a book even to the time of end. Many shall run and flow, and knowledge shall be increased. Then I died and looked, behold, there was still two. Well, I'm not going there, but it talks about the time frame. I already did that, right? How long it's going to take? 76 years. Okay, let me talk a little about this in the close, brothers and sisters. Now, I was talking about power. Now, these hours represent power. So you got two equal power. See? But what's the quality of the power? See, okay, this one, he likes guns and stuff, right? So he gets quality his power is. But this one, he just wants to study, he's studying. He's brave. But they have the power the same. It's just the quality is different. But he got this raptor and he don't have no power than that one does. He can't do any more to that one than this does to him. But the power is the same. It's just the quality is different. And that's how they trick you, bro. Says that's how he put fear in you. Because he said, look, I could blow you away with this, right? And if he ain't using his brain, he said, oh man, he get afraid. And so now he controls your power. They control our power. Or I put it like this, they control our energy. So our energy never gets turned into power. That's what Suleiman's here to turn your energy into power. Get that 5 pillars, you turn to power, and you find out you have more power than them. That's that army coming together. That's why it comes a great army. And that's where they got to stop. That's where they got to stop. That's what they're planning on right now. Because if you come together, it's all over. Your power will be greater than theirs. And Suleiman, he's the one got to do all of it. He got to do everything. He's carrying the whole world on his back by himself. Every city engines are doing it by himself. And I told you, these are like two cornerstones. Refuse it and ideological. And the Arabs, the Sunnis, they're along with this. Because they could have stopped a long time ago. With this. This also fuels this. Who can control this? The Sunnis. It's also called Muslim countries, Islamic countries. That's where they get their fuel from. That's where America gets fuel from. So they could have stopped a long time ago, but they're in accord with it. That's why they turn right. They're in accord with it. See? They could have stopped forces a long time ago. Just stopped getting oil. Because they're on the same side. See? They're all against us. All nations against us. Then you got the sealed Bible. That's what Suleiman, he's attacking. The angel's getting ready to, he's replacing the unsealed, because you have both on your mind. You have both in your brain. But one's active, one inactive. He's getting ready to activate he's not getting ready, he's activating the unsealed Bible, which going to blow away the sealed Bible. New reality was going to blow all this away. But Master Muhammad's working on this side. He getting ready to take these two out. Okay, I'm not going to evolution of it, but this is why they trick you. They say they deceive the whole world. How did my God gain power? By through deceit. They deceive the whole world. This is one way to deceive it. Make you think, oh man, see, I got all this power. And you're looking at it, it's not power, it's quality. See, that's why I tell you, one can take out 1,000. Because the power is the same. You got 1,000 ones and you got 1,000. One person worth 1,000, you got 1,000 people, each one worth 1. So I look all around, but each one only worth 1. But you look at the number, oh man, there's 1,000 of them out there. Yeah, but each one only worth 1, and you can take them all out. See? But you don't know that. Oh man, I can't, it's 1,001, man. I give up. They got you on your knees in fear. How's it says? It says, it's our people endure it. Our people endure it. Oppression, I don't think the word they use. And I'm going to close out, but I'm serious real quick. Because of fear. Let me get this real quick. I'm going to close. Just let me look at this, and then I'm going to close out. Okay, here it is here. I'm sure I get it right. Oh, boy. Okay. And free those who through fear of death were subject to slavery all their lives. Okay. It's still, that's different. It's still, that is a bad translation, but that's what I'm going to go with right now. You get an understanding of it. This is in, I think it's in Hebrews anyway. It says that this is a bad translation, but anyway. Therefore, since the children share in flesh and blood, he himself likewise, talking about son of man, members of the covenant, right? Likewise also partook in the same. See, he suffered too. So that through death, he might destroy, by him suffering, going through what you went through, right? Destroy the one who has the power of death, right? Who has the power of death, that's the devil. Understand? Destroy has the power of death, that's the devil. He destroyed him, right? And free those who through fear of death were subject to slavery all their lives. See? We're not talking about submission. That flex, that's some, you can pull that somehow. But the point is, it was a fear, not submission. In some cases, a fear, especially after 2020, because we still enslave them. People don't understand. We still were enslaved even out the field. Back in the when I was a child, this was called a job, a slave, man. All that kind of changed. We got to turn terminology. But the point is that the point they're making is you still afraid of them. You're still afraid of them. And that's why you ain't coming to the message of the covenant. That's why you do a lot of things you do. Because you're afraid of them, fear of death. And that's how he put fear in you. Because he said he would come and free you. How do you free you from it? with the angel, because now you realize that fear is unjustified because it's quality fear. It's not quantity fear. They can't do a goddamn thing against you. So no here and here be harmed, because now you understand that that's quality fear. Like threats. Like guy, he got an empty gun, and you're afraid. The gun's empty, but you don't know it. Understand? The threats are empty. They can't do anything to you now. Once you turn on your power, but as long as you're sitting around here with your braids and pants hanging down, slippers, and not no discipline, right, drag queens, then you don't have any power. That's where they want you. Okay, we're going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. We're going to leave it there. Oh, wait a minute. There's something else. Let me make sure. So there's two things I want to talk about. I'll make sure I cover both of them. And then I'm close out. I have to write things down, bro. 75. I ain't got Alzheimer's, but I got to write things down. Make sure I cover both. Okay. Oh, I could cover both. The death stroke. Right? That was death stroke, bosses. That's it. They planned. That was one of the signs right there. Why is the military has got a policy now they can kill American citizens on American soil? A military, they ain't going out to kill a couple of people. They don't kill out no army. What army? What army? It's going to be Americans, army of American citizens on American soil. Who could that could be? So they want you to be a nation. You're a nation here. Elijah Muhammad said you're a nation here. You're the only nations inside of a nation. So that means you're an army itself. You're just not armed. And they see you about to be armed. They want to attack you. You understand? You're a nation now. You're just not armed. With the mind. They disarmed you. Let's see the Bible. It was all this BS. All these lies and stuff. They're undisciplined. Do your own thing. Do what you want. They disarmed you. And someone here to arm you. And they're going to be doing things. And they see that you're about to be armed. And that's why they want an army to attack your army. Because it says you come together, you'll come together. That's why the scripture said you come together as an army. So you can have an army attacking the army, and they're preparing for you right now. Assalamu alaikum.